Welcome to England, a land where ancient stories meet modern dreams. From the first light over London's skyline, you're greeted by a city that has shaped the world and continues to inspire. Step inside a classic English pub where warmth, laughter and community are always on tap. Here tradition and togetherness are poured into every glass. Whether you're drawn by centuries-old charm or the pulse of the present, England welcomes you with open arms and endless possibilities. So let's begin our journey, discovering a nation that celebrates its past and embraces the future together. London. The name itself resonates through the corridors of history. It is far more than just a city. It is a living, breathing entity, a sprawling, dynamic metropolis that has been a center of culture, power and innovation for over 2 millennia. Its story begins as Londinium, a remote outpost of the Roman Empire, and from those ancient foundations, it has risen, fallen and been reborn time and again. It has survived plagues that decimated its population, a great fire that consumed its medieval heart, and the Blitz that rained destruction from the skies. Through it all, London has not only endured, but has consistently reshaped itself, emerging stronger and more vibrant. This is the story of a city that has shaped the world, a global capital whose influence is etched into the very fabric of modern civilization. At its core, along the gentle curve of the River Thames, stands the iconic silhouette of the Palace of Westminster, home to the Houses of Parliament. This is the political epicenter of the United Kingdom, a masterpiece of Gothic revival architecture where the laws of the land are forged. Its famous clock tower, officially named the Elizabeth Tower but known to the world as Big Ben, is more than a timekeeper. Its resonant chimes are the auditory heartbeat of the nation, a sound that has broadcast reassurance and continuity through times of peace and turmoil alike. Within these hallowed halls, the great debates of history have unfolded, shaping the destiny of millions. A short ceremonial walk down the Mall leads to another of the world's most famous addresses, Buckingham Palace. This is not merely a royal residence, it is the administrative headquarters of the monarchy and a powerful symbol of the British state. When the royal standard flies high above its roof, it signals that the sovereign is within, continuing centuries of tradition. The palace is a focal point for the British people during moments of national celebration and mourning. Its balcony has hosted triumphant royals after weddings and coronations, while its gates have been adorned with flowers in times of sorrow. The daily spectacle of the changing of the guard, a display of meticulous pageantry and military precision, draws crowds from every corner of the globe. It's a living tradition, a reminder of the deep-rooted history that underpins this modern city, a seamless blend of ceremonial duty and public spectacle that is quintessentially British. The palace stands as a steadfast anchor of tradition in a city that is in a constant state of flux. Further down the river, another engineering marvel defines the London skyline, Tower Bridge. Often mistaken for London Bridge, this Victorian Gothic masterpiece is an icon of ingenuity. Its giant bascules, powered by immense hydraulic engines, rise like a mechanical salute to the ships that pass beneath, a gateway to the historic Pool of London. To walk its high-level walkways is to see the city from a new perspective, suspended between water and sky. Yet standing in its formidable shadow is a structure that tells a much older, darker story, the Tower of London. For nearly 1,000 years, this fortress has been a royal palace, a prison, an armory and a treasury. Its stones whisper tales of intrigue, betrayal and execution. It is here that the dazzling crown jewels are protected by yeoman warders, their ceremonial guardians whose lineage stretches back centuries. The tower is a stark, powerful reminder of London's turbulent past, a place where the grandeur of royalty and the grim realities of power coexist. But London's identity is not solely forged in the past. It is a city in perpetual motion, constantly reaching for the future. This ambition is crystallized in its modern architecture. The Shard, a colossal glass spire, pierces the sky, a bold statement of 21st century commerce and design. From its observation deck, the city unfolds below like a vast, intricate map, a testament to its sheer scale and complexity. In contrast, the gentle, ceaseless rotation of the London Eye offers a different kind of modern perspective. Conceived as a temporary structure to celebrate the new millennium, it was so beloved that it became a permanent fixture on the South Bank. Each rotation provides a slowly unfolding panorama, a 30-minute journey that allows you to trace the path of the Thames, spot the historic landmarks, and appreciate the city's grand design. These two structures, one sharp and ambitious, the other graceful and celebratory, perfectly encapsulate the dual nature of modern London, a city that honors its heritage while relentlessly pursuing the future. Yet beyond the famous monuments and the soaring skyline, the real heartbeat of England is found not in stone or steel, but in the everyday moments of its people. To truly understand London, one must descend into its circulatory system, the London Underground. The Tube, as it's affectionately known, is the world's oldest subterranean railway, a sprawling network of tunnels that carries millions of Londoners on their daily journeys. It's a city beneath the city with its own unique culture, etiquette and rhythm. The command to mind the gap is as famous as Big Ben's chime. The iconic map, a masterpiece of graphic design, simplifies the city's complexity into a system of clean, color-coded lines. Riding the Tube is a quintessential London experience, a shared space where people from all walks of life, bankers and artists, students and tourists, travel side by side, momentarily united in their subterranean commute. It is the relentless rhythmic pulse of the underground that truly moves London. Emerging from the depths of the Tube, you find life spilling out onto the streets. In the historic piazza of Covent Garden, the city puts on a show. Once a famous fruit and vegetable market, it is transformed into a vibrant stage for street performers. Here you'll find the captivated faces of a crowd gathering around a mime, a magician, or an opera singer, their shared delight creating a palpable sense of community and joy. The air is filled with applause, laughter, and the melodies of a string quartet echoing through the market hall. This is where London's creative spirit is at its most spontaneous and accessible, a free performance for anyone who cares to stop and watch. This vibrant energy extends to the city's legendary markets, each a unique microcosm of London life. A borough market nestled by London Bridge, the air is thick with the aromas of artisanal food from around the world. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way, the sight of towering wheels of cheese, the smell of freshly baked bread, the sound of vendors hawking their wares, and the taste of exotic delicacies offered as samples. It's a haven for food lovers and a testament to London's status as a global culinary capital. But the market scene is incredibly diverse. Travel north to Camden Market and you enter a different world, the epicenter of the city's alternative culture, where punk rock and goth fashion thrive alongside stalls selling unique crafts and international street food. Or head west to the famous Portobello Road Market, a treasure trove of antiques, vintage clothing and quirky collectibles set against a backdrop of pastel-colored houses. Each market tells a different story about the city and its people. As evening falls, a different kind of electricity fills the air in London's West End. This is Theatreland, a dazzling district of historic venues where the world's finest actors, writers and directors come to ply their trade. The bright glow of the theatre marquees illuminates the streets, promising stories of drama, comedy and music. From blockbuster musicals that have run for decades to cutting-edge plays that challenge and provoke, the West End offers a spectacle for every taste. The tradition of theatre is woven deep into London's cultural DNA, stretching back to the time of Shakespeare at his Globe Theatre on the South Bank. To be part of an audience here, to share in the collective gasp, laugh or applause, is to participate in a ritual that has defined London's cultural life for centuries. But London's soul is also found in its quieter, more intimate moments. It's in the cosy warmth of an independent coffee shop, where the world slows down to the pace of a perfectly poured latte. It's in the convivial hum of a historic pub, its wooden panels soaked with centuries of stories, where friends gather over a pint of ale to dissect the day. It's in the simple pleasure of a stroll through one of the city's magnificent royal parks, like Hyde Park or Regent's Park, vast green lungs that offer a tranquil escape from the urban rush. These are the spaces where Londoners connect, relax and recharge. And then there is the cherished ritual of afternoon tea. Far more than a simple meal, it is a graceful ceremony, a pause in the day dedicated to civility and indulgence. It's a tower of delights, delicate finger sandwiches with the crust cut off, warm scones served with clotted cream and strawberry jam, sparking the age-old debate of which comes first, and a top tier of exquisite handcrafted pastries. This tradition, born of 19th century aristocracy, has become a beloved experience for all, a moment of refined pleasure that feels both timeless and utterly comforting. From the grand drama of the West End to the quiet ritual of afternoon tea, from its role as a global political and financial hub to its vibrant multicultural street life, London is a city of infinite contrasts. It is ancient and modern, chaotic and serene, a place of royal pageantry and rebellious art. It is a city that never ceases to evolve, to challenge and to inspire. This is London, the undeniable, ever-beating heart of England. Leaving the vibrant pace of London behind, we journey into England's intellectual heartlands, where centuries of scholarship echo through cobbled lanes and hallowed halls. Our first stop is Oxford, the city of dreaming spires. Here, golden stone colleges, some nearly 800 years old, cluster around ancient quadrangles. We'll wander through the Great Hall of Christ Church, a sight instantly recognizable to fans of the Harry Potter films, and imagine the scholarly debates that have unfolded within these walls for generations. The Bodleian Library, one of the oldest in Europe, stands as a magnificent testament to the enduring power of the written word. Its shelves hold millions of volumes, a treasure trove of human knowledge. But Oxford's literary soul isn't confined to its libraries. We'll visit the legendary Eagle and Child pub, the cosy haunt where J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, members of the Inklings, once shared pints and fantastical stories that would shape modern fantasy. A quintessential Oxford experience is punting on the River Cherwell, gliding peacefully past the magnificent college backs. It's a moment of tranquility amidst the intellectual fervour. A short journey away lies its great rival, Cambridge. While sharing a similar collegiate structure, Cambridge has its own distinct character, its greens and bridges spanning the serene River Cam. The skyline is dominated by the breathtaking King's College Chapel, a masterpiece of late Gothic architecture. Its magnificent fan-vaulted ceiling, the largest in the world, seems to defy gravity, creating a space of celestial beauty. We'll cross the so-called mathematical bridge, a marvel of engineering often, though apocryphally, attributed to Sir Isaac Newton. This is a city that has nurtured some of history's most revolutionary minds, from Newton and Charles Darwin to Stephen Hawking, all of whom walked these same paths, forever changing our understanding of the universe. From the hallowed grounds of academia, our journey continues southwest to the elegant city of Bath, a place built for pleasure and well-being. As the landscape softens into the rolling hills of Somerset, the architecture transforms. The city, carved from honey-coloured limestone, unfolds like a Georgian masterpiece, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in its entirety. But Bath's story begins long before the Georgians arrived. It was founded by the Romans, who discovered the country's only natural hot springs here. They named the settlement Aquae Sulis and built a magnificent temple and bathing complex around the sacred waters. And today we can walk on the original Roman pavements, marveling at the Great Bath, where steam still rises from the geothermal waters. It's a powerful connection to a distant past, a place of healing and worship for over 2,000 years. It was in the 18th century that Bath was reborn as England's most fashionable spa resort. The high society of the day flocked here to see and be seen, to take the waters in the grand pump room, and to attend lavish balls. This is the world immortalized by one of its most famous residents, Jane Austen. We'll stroll along the majestic Royal Crescent and the perfectly circular Circus, triumphs of urban design that provided the backdrop for her witty observations on society and romance in novels like And. Visiting the Jane Austen Centre offers an intimate glimpse into her life here, a city that both inspired and, at times, frustrated her. Our literary pilgrimage would not be complete without a visit to the heart of England, to the charming market town of Stratford-upon-Avon. This is more than just a picturesque place of half-timbered Tudor houses. It is the town that gave the world its greatest playwright, William Shakespeare. We begin where he began, at his birthplace on Henley Street. Walking through the very rooms where the bard was born and spent his childhood is a profoundly moving experience. From there, a short walk through the countryside leads us to Anne Hathaway's cottage, the idyllic thatched-roof farmhouse where his wife grew up. It's easy to imagine their courtship in this romantic English garden. We'll see the site of New Place, the home he purchased after achieving success, and his final resting place at Holy Trinity Church, where his grave famously bears a curse against any who would move his bones. Shakespeare's presence is a living one in Stratford, The town is home to the world-renowned Royal Shakespeare Company, which performs his plays in its magnificent Riverside Theatre. We can even experience his work as his own audience might have in a stunning replica of the Globe Theatre, feeling the energy of the crowd and the power of his language under an open sky. From his humble birth to his global legacy, Stratford-upon-Avon offers a unique journey into the life and mind of the man whose words continue to define what it means to be human. Beyond the cities lies the serene countryside where nature speaks in quiet beauty. From poetic mountains to charming villages and at the white cliffs of Dover, we stand in awe of a view etched into the nation's soul. Our journey now takes us to the edges of England, where the land meets the sea in a spectacular display of coastal charm. English cuisine is hearty, traditional and full of comfort. From the first whistle to the final roar, the English Premier League is more than just football. It's a spectacle that electrifies millions across the globe. On match day, stadiums become cauldrons of passion. Old Trafford, Anfield, Emirates Stadium, Stamford Bridge, Etihad Stadium, echoing with chants, cheers, the beating hearts of devoted fans. Step outside any stadium and you'll find rivers of supporters decked in vibrant scarves, wearing jerseys, their loyalty unwavering, generation after generation. Inside, the atmosphere is palpable. Banners, waving crowds, singing in unison, the pitch alive with world-class talent. International stars and homegrown legends clash in fierce rivalries. Manchester United versus Liverpool, Arsenal against Tottenham City versus Chelsea. Each match a drama that unites and divides families, friends and entire cities. But the Premier League isn't just England's pride, it's a global phenomenon. Fans from every corner of the planet tune in, sharing the highs and heartbreaks, the last-minute goals and the unforgettable celebrations. The league shapes local culture, fills pubs with anticipation and debate, and even inspires young players dreaming of greatness. Whether you're standing in the shadow of a legendary stadium or watching from afar, the Premier League's energy is irresistible, a true celebration of sport, community and the beautiful game. Whether you're a history lover, nature seeker, or culture explorer, England has something unforgettable waiting for you. So go on, your English adventure is waiting for you. Cheers and happy travels.